Pose with the fans. Pose with the pose with the pose with the fans. Pose with the pose with the pose with the fans. Pose with the fans. Pose with the fans.
A paper plane? Meh. Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. As USM student, have you ever thought about the implementation of Maqasid Al-Shariah at the Tunku Najihah Sport Complex? So me and my group members will tell you everything you need to know regarding it. So what is Maqasid Al-Shariah? Sharia can be defined as any rules or regulation that were revealed to the Prophet ﷺ, consisting of law in the Holy Quran and the Sunnah. Basically, Maqasid al-Shariah contains two words, which are Maqasid and Sharia. Maqasid is a plural word for maqsad that comes from the phrase qasada, which means intention or demands. Maqasid al-Shariah focuses on to gain three main objectives, namely achieving good maslahah, avoiding bad mafsadah, and avoiding disasters for humans in this world and in the hereafter. One of the five main objectives of Maqasid al-Shariah is hifzu ad-din, or the protection of religion. This objective highlights the importance of maintaining religion in the life of a Muslim through the implementation of religious obligations. It ensures that it is implemented in a way that does not cause difficulties for individuals. This objective is derived through a complete understanding of revelations and textual sources. There are three fundamental pillars in Islam, which are Aqidah, belief, Sharia, law, and Akhlaq, morality. Second, preserving life, hifzu an-nafs in Maqasid al-Shariah refers to efforts to care for and protect human life. It involves ensuring basic needs are met, avoiding difficulties in life, and maintaining good values and morals in daily life. Third, hifzu an-nafs in Maqasid al-Shariah aims to protect the lineage and ensure the continuity of offspring and protect family institutions. It involves rules that ensure offspring are well taken care of by applying basic obligations, avoiding difficulties, and maintaining ethics and moral in marriage. Fourth, hifzu al-aql in Maqasid al-Shariah is important to guarantee human mental and intellectual well-being are being protected. This involves protection from things that can damage the mind, providing the need for knowledge development, and maintaining moral and ethics in using the mind. The last one is hifzu al-mal. Hifzul al-mal in Maqasid al-Shariah is to protect and manage wealth to be used properly for the well-being of individuals and society. It also emphasizes the importance of protecting property, which will turn into policies that encourage fair distribution of wealth and responsible management of resources. In the end, protecting these five objectives is crucial to fulfill spiritual and material needs, and it also will lead to a balanced society. Any failures in fulfilling these five objectives within the framework will lead to degradation of society. The USIM Sports Center, formerly known as the Sports and Recreation Unit, was established on April 2, 2001, beginning at the first campus located at Professional Institute Baitul Mal, Kampung Pandan, and started operating in stages around the May 2001 on the second semester. This unit, known as the Sports and Recreation Unit, was placed under the administration of the Student Affairs Division and was responsible for the development and planning of sports and recreational activities. On June 1, 2008, the unit was upgraded to the USIM Sports Center and placed under the administration of the Chancellery to achieve the goal of developing sports activities for the entire campus community. On March 5, 2011, the Sports Center received new sports facilities with the construction of a main pavilion equipped with base sports amenities named Tunku Najihah Sport Complex in honor of USIM's first Chancellor. There are three objectives that we aim to obtain for our research, which are: first, to identify how to apply the Maqasid Al-Shariah at the Tunku Najihah Sports Complex. Second, to recognize the success and challenges of the implementation of Maqasid Al-Shariah. And third, to explore how deep the application of Maqasid at the Tunku Najihah Sports Complex. So the problem in this research is how all the 5 Maqasid Al-Shariah are implemented at the Tunku Najihah Sports Complex.
Maqasid Al-Shariah refers to the main objective of Islamic law, which aim to bring benefit and prevent harm. It focuses on 3 levels of human needs: necessities, needs, and luxuries. There are also 5 fundamental objectives, which are protecting religion, life, intellect, lineage, and property. Overall, it encourages Muslims to act wisely and make decisions based on Islamic. Maqasid is an important foundation in Islamic policy making and focus on public interest.
Wow.
From the interview with Complex Sukan Tunku Najihah or KSTN, we can see that they apply Islamic values in their operation. For example, they provide prayer breaks for Maghrib and spread facility for men and women. This shows that even modern institutions can implement Maqasid Al-Shariah in daily activities. This center supports the Maqasid principle of protecting life or Hifzul al-Nafs. They promote health and well-being through sport and fitness programs and help students maintain a healthy lifestyle to prevent diseases or accidents. In general, Maqasid Al-Shariah aims for overall human prosperity, physically, mentally, and spiritually, and encourage good relationship, community involvement, and a balanced life.
Next, let's move to the research design. This study adopts a qualitative case study design. So, why we choose this approach? Because, first, it allows us for an in-depth exploration of how the management and daily operation of the Tunku Najihah Sports Complex with the objective of Maqasid Al-Shariah. Hi guys! So, second, let's move to the data collection method. So, what data collection methods that our group use? For this research, our group used 2 main collection methods, which is semi-structured interviews and document analysis. The semi-structured interviews were conducted with staff members at the Tunku Najihah Sports Complex. These interviews help us understand how the principles of Maqasid Al-Shariah are implemented in their management and the challenge they face. In addition, we use document analysis reviewing, such as reviewing academic journals and written materials related to the Maqasid Al-Shariah implementation. Hi guys! So, let's move to number 3. Number 3 is scope and limitations of the study. So, our study also has several limitations. The first limitation is, of course, time constraints. Due to the limited time frame, we were unable to interview all categories of staff, and some sessions were shorter because of the respondents' availability. Secondly, there is a possibility of respondent bias, since the participants and current staff members of the complex They may have given overly positive and cautious responses to protect their department's image. Guys, next, let's see their interview protocol. What are our group feedback for the interview protocol?
Interview protocol. For the interview section, we prepare a set of semi-structured questions based on the 5 objectives of Maqasid Al-Shariah. The questions were designed to assess how the Tunku Najihah Sports Complex operates in line with these 5 principles. The interview sessions were conducted about 20 minutes and was conducted in a relaxed and comfortable environment to encourage open and honest responses.
Okay guys, last but not least is respondent selection. So, who are the lucky person that be our respondent?
In this study, we choose Mr. Muhammad Nasir bin Muhammad Sabri, as the respondent. He is a language teacher at the Tampines Center and also serves as the coordinator of the Tampines Sports Carnival, an annual event held at the Tunku Najah Sports Complex. He was chosen because his extensive experience in organizing sports programs, managing facilities, and ensuring user welfare provides valuable insights into how the complex fulfills the 5 objectives of Maqasid Al-Shariah. Moreover, his understanding of Islamic values and the application of Maqasid Al-Shariah principles in sports management and league operations makes him a suitable and credible source of information for this study.
Guys, so for the last part is interview process. So how our group conduct the interview? Let's
The interview was conducted using a semi-structured format through a face-to-face session with the respondent. Before the interview start, we obtain consent from respondents for them to be interviewed, and we explain to the respondent what is the 5 principles of Maqasid Al-Shariah. With the respondent's permission, our responses were recorded using a voice recorder. The recorded data were then transcribed and systematically analyzed according to the 5 objectives of Maqasid Al-Shariah. This process enabled our group to identify how these principles are implemented and assess their effectiveness within the operations of the Tunku Najah Sports Complex.
I would like to talk about the role of USIM entities. At USIM, KSTN helps students live a healthy life through physical and mental activities. It supports Hifzun Nafs, which means protecting life in Maqasid Al-Shariah. One of the programs is Pagiku Barokah, where students join Duha's prayers, listen to Tazkirah, and do leg exercises. This helps build their spiritual values. KSN also provides prayer rooms and facilities for occasions and keep the place clean, safe, and also comfortable. However, research about Maqasid in sport is still not much and mostly focused on economics, management, and law. At KSTN, sports follow the principle of Maqasid Sharia. For example, first, Hifzun Din is shown through proper clothing and suitable activity times. Second, Hifzun Nafs is seen in the safety of the sports facilities. Third, Hifzun Nas is followed by having separate gym schedule for male and female students. And the last one is Hifzul Aqal, which is focused on balancing physical, mental, and spiritual health. At KSTN, many sports activities are successful because they follow Islamic values and attract both students and staff. The schedule and facilities are also prayer-friendly, showing that university's commitment to Sharia. However, there are some challenges, such as limited funds, problem with maintaining facilities, and a lack of understanding among users about Sharia-based sport. There is also a need for separate gyms and more space to fully follow Maqasid Al-Shariah.
What is that? A paper plane?
Oh, it's Maqasid Shariah. I guess it's my turn now. The final part. Alright, let's move on to the conclusion.
For the conclusion, our study shows that the implementation of Maqasid Shariah at Complex Tunku Najah KSTN has been very successful. Almost 18 to 85% of the objectives are being achieved. Through our interview, we can clearly see that all 5 elements of Maqasid Shariah, which are the protection of life, religion, intellect, language, and health, are truly practiced in complex society. For example, the schedule takes into prayer times, the facilities are safe and comfortable,
equitable, and separation between man and woman is applied fairly. However, there are still some challenges such as financial limitation, a lack of facilities especially for women and autism, and the need to increase awareness of Sharia compliance works. From this study, we learned that Maqasid Shariah is not only about law or theory, but something that can be applied in daily life, even in sports management. It teaches that everyday activity, including sports, can be aimed at accomplishing if we do it with the right intention and values. Overall, these lectures open our eyes to the fact that Islam truly integrates both Nafi and Arti knowledge, making Islam not just learned but lived in practice.